Machile. Today, we're live and we want to see what Voice of the City. So today, our topic is discovering what Voice of the City is and how you can be part of it. So today, we say Voice of the City is a satellite studio program that documents entrepreneurship, creativity, and purpose-driven journeys.
Good afternoon, Miss Mumbeyi, Lungu. How is the weather today, by the way, before I start?
The weather is quite okay. It's better than yesterday.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to Voices of the City once again. So, Voices of the City isn't just a show, but it's a multidisciplinary space where art, media, and talent are showcased. So, in each and every episode, we show you how all that is intersecting together. Once again, welcome.
Thank you so much, Kavuyi Machile. And then we also want to see what Voice of the City really is about. So today we're unfolding what that is. So we say through these conversations we have performance, participation, we can build a public archive that one reflects on how the city thinks, creates, leads, and imagines itself.
Okay, so today's episode is actually more interesting because we are live, which means the exhibition is unfolding and you guys, the audience, get to interact with us. Yeah.
Yeah, so remember that we are live and feel free to comment, and we have a segment where we take in your calls. So on today's episode, we want to explore identity, visibility, and purpose of how individuals and communities remain grounded while unfolding the meaning of what Voices of the City is and what creativity is all about. So today we focus on the core of Voice of the City. So Voice of the City, Kavuyi, would you want to tell us more about what Voice of the City is?
So Voices of the City actually treats storytelling as both creativity and discipline at the end of the day. It's like a civic responsibility. So as a multidisciplinary forum or platform that we are, we deal with art, talent, storytelling, media, as well as culture. So today we're going to be talking about how these overlapping spaces change the way stories are created, shared, and received. So we're going to start with storytelling as a cultural documentation. So I'm going to be asking her a few questions. We're going to be interacting. So the first question is, why is documenting your city through art important? How is it important, Miss Bime?
Thank you so much for that question, Kavuyi. So as we know that many people wonder why documenting this is important, so we want to just get into history. Like, if we didn't have documentations of what happened long ago, the art we have in the museum, would we have known about the people that existed before us? The answer is no. So we see that art is very important in today's life, in our everyday today life, because it preserves the stories, how people live, and allow future generations to understand how that art or how people lived then.
Okay, so that's so interesting. So we're going to be moving on to leadership as visibility and responsibility. So the next question I'm going to be asking you, Miss Bime, is how does visibility come with responsibility as a creative? How does it come?
But we know that visibility, when we talk of visibility, we know that it comes with the responsibility to create, because as we succeed, it sets a precedent. So it either lifts us up and others and builds them with their platform intentionally.
Okay. That's so interesting. So how can art change communities? Like, how does art actually change one's thinking, one's intellectual thoughts, and the communities? How does it change?
I think I can say that it sparks conversation, builds awareness, and also it builds awareness around our socials and cultural issues with our community. So with that, we know that when people have conversation about it, and when they see it, they'll give an awareness on what it's about, and with that, we know that it can change the way our community thinks about what art really is. Let's talk of how people draw.
Yeah.
Let's say the portraits that people draw. That's art, and I feel like art is become now like a decoration in homes. Like it speaks on how when you enter a room and see a certain art, it speaks of how those people are, like what type of people they are. I don't know if I should put it in that way.
Yeah, actually, yes. Okay, so with that being said, how do you balance publicly sharing and also sharing to yourself at a private level? How do you balance those two?
Do you want to answer that one?
For that one, I feel like I choose a part of a story to tell the public. You don't have to say anything. Otherwise, you just have to choose just a certain part. Okay, this is what I'm going to tell the public. That's how you can stay true to yourself. And always be confident, guys. Be confident in whatever you do, no matter, even if it's hard, just be confident with yourself and everything you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with what you've said, it's if we choose what we put, what story to tell publicly, the other part remains sacred to us. Because if, let's say, there's a certain art that we want to showcase, we can't show every art. Let me say an art piece that's drawn, right? There are certain arts that certain people don't need to see, is what I can say.
Okay. So the next one is, what role does the city play in your work?
The city is actually alive in our art, and its energy, sounds, and people influence what we create. With that, we know that the city is what builds who we are, because they are the people who support us with whatever that we are doing, like our art. If I have an art piece and then the city doesn't recommend of it, then I personally won't go anywhere, because I don't have the support that I need from the community.
So you're saying, in short, what you're trying to say is it's all about the support from the community.
Exactly.
And how you're also showcasing your art matters. That's what I think. Yeah.
So with that being said and discussed about, so rather than extracting stories, this platform actually, it listens, reflects, and amplifies, allowing Voice of the City to exist in its full complexity. So let us take a very short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, and this is Voices of the City. So right now, in our second segment, we just want to explain more on how you can be part of Voices of the City. So we want you to be part of Voices of the City, and this is how. So through performance and showcase, we actually accept all type of art, either be it design, fashion, visual art, storytelling, and more. Yeah, so if you're wondering if you need training on how to showcase your art, there's no need, because art is actually a talent. Yeah. so if you have any form of art, either design, photography, and if you want to be part of Voice of the City, you can, in either video, photography, you can actually feel free to DM us on all our socials to follow the simple steps. Yeah.
Okay, so the next part, we're going to be talking about how you can join, how you can collaborate with us, and how you can volunteer. So not everyone has to be on stage for this one. It's all forms of art. We can talk about videography, dancing, singing, stylists. Yeah. So if you've been asking yourself, let's say you want to perform, all collaborations are open to anyone as long as you are talented. Art is something that we can just express from your heart. As long as you like to do what you like, then you're welcome. Feel free to come join us.
Thank you for sharing that, Kavuyi. So with that being said, remember, you can follow our socials on Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, so that you gain full access and the very specific steps that you need to take to apply and be part of our participants, and to purchase our tickets for the show Voices of the City, an art exhibition that's taking place on the 14th of March 2026. So with that being said, in this very next segment, we have a very interesting game to play. And this game is going to be live. And remember, don't forget that we are live. And if you want to take part in what we're doing today, just don't forget to call us, or feel free to comment, because yeah, it's live. So with the number that's shown below, you can send in your comments, your SMS, and the number is 077-124913. I repeat, 077-121-4913. Feel free to drop your SMS, and feel free to comment if you're watching us live from Facebook.
So now we play the game. This show being Voices of the City, the game is actually called Two Truths and One City. That's the name of the game.
So let me just give a little insight on what this game is about. So each one of us will give 3 statements, and from the 3 statements we'll see that 2 are true truths, and 1 is actually a myth. So I'm just going to read out the sentences to Kavuyi on how the game is, and she'll give us her answers. So okay. Kavuyi, we have creative work is often undervalued until it gains international recognition. What do you think of that?
I think that's true. Yeah. I think that's true. That's my answer for that one. So you can feel free to comment down what you think the answers are in case we're wrong. Yes.
So what do you think creative work is often undervalued?
It's true. So like, what do you mean? Explain more.
Like how do you think, like, how is it undervalued?
Creative work undervalued. I think for most people, I think you can explain more in that. yeah.
I think sometimes the community doesn't really like recognize our value till they see someone out there, like big artists, like highlight that, oh, this is there and this person does this?
Oh, okay. To contribute on that, I feel like some people, let's say if you're not a big artist, even if you come up, even if you are creative, you are talented, let's say you come up with something, most people would just think, oh, it's one of those things. But unless if a big artist does that, but it takes confidence for you to actually be like them. I mean, it doesn't only take a big artist to showcase their talent.
Yeah.
Even you yourself, you can actually do it. I think that's how it's undermined. Yeah.
So my next statement is, visibility always guarantees opportunity. What do you think? Is that a truth or a myth?
I think it's a truth.
Are you sure?
What was the question again?
Visibility always guarantees opportunity.
Visibility.
So if I'm out there, then I'm guaranteed that I'll have an opportunity to be seen. So do you think it's a truth or it's a myth?
It's actually the truth, because you need to showcase your art. You need to show people what you're doing for them to see. Because you can't just be talented and then you're just closed up. No one knows what you do. So you need to be visible to the people for them to actually see the talent, the art you carry.
Okay.
Yeah. Something like that. But it can also be a myth at some point. Yeah.
Feel free to tell us what you think, if this is truth or it's a myth. Because to some extent, visibility guaranteeing an opportunity is actually a truth and also a myth. That's what I would say.
It can be both.
So my next question is, community support is important as individual talent. What do you think? Is it a truth or it's a myth?
I think it's the truth. So many creatives wait for outside recognition, but local networks and support often matter just as much. So it's the truth, actually.
Yeah.
Because most of the times we wait for outside recognition rather than looking at the local recognition. So it's actually the truth for this one.
Yeah. Clack it.
Clack it.
With that being said, our second round is actually focused on, let's say, it's art, but maybe fashion. So fashion choices are a form of personal storytelling. What do you think?
I think it's actually true, because let's say I'm going to church, right, or I have a meeting. The way I would dress will actually matter. It will actually tell a story about me. I can't go to church wearing ripped jeans. That's actually telling a story about me. Yeah. So it's the truth.
Even with that, the church elders leave you.
They won't.
Yeah. So so with this one, our next question is, only established artists can influence culture. What do you think? Is it a truth or a myth?
It's a myth. It's actually a myth, because even those small developing artists, they can actually also do it. It doesn't take someone who's established, someone who's well known to actually establish culture. Culture can actually be shown in many places, so it's actually a myth for that one.
Yeah, because considering the fact that most of the people who educate us on culture are not even established, they are elders in our community. Do you think elders are established people? I don't think so.
I don't think so as well.
Yeah. So with that, let us take a very short break. But before we do that, we need to know that emerging voices can shape trends, conversations, and collaboration. Visibility doesn't have to be inherited. So see you in our next one. Stay tuned.
The number is the Gideon line. It's in the field, so I thought maybe it's your line. Okay, that's a bit. That's a bit. No pressure, my baby. I don't know, Bill.
She's supposed to send. So this show is running for 30 minutes. Welcome back, and this is KBN. This is Voice of the City, and we continue with our game. So
the next round is going to be the optional bonus round. So the question is, cities inspire creativity more than rural areas. Is that a myth or is actually the truth? I want to know.
before I answer that, I just want to remind you that we are live and you can send in your opinion on what is being asked and the games we're playing actually. Yeah, so just remember to comment, or you can call us on 077 121 4913. So with that, Kavuyi, I think it is a myth.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not only people found in urban spaces are able to do art, and it's not just that art that's being recognized, because art can be expressed anywhere.
Okay, so I also think that it doesn't matter where you're actually located, because art is creativity, so you can actually create something no matter your location, because it's your talent and it's something that obviously you like doing and not forced. Yeah.
So we have a caller, so let's take in that call.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, who am I speaking to? You're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to? So unfortunately, we couldn't get what the caller was saying, but feel free to call or drop in your SMSs on what you think the answer is.
Okay, so the next one is, collaboration actually leads to better ideas rather than working alone. Is that the truth or is it a myth?
I think it's the truth. Before that's done, we have another caller. So let's just take in that call. Hello? 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 Hello, you're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to? Hello? I'm saying you're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to? So unfortunately, we couldn't get what that caller was saying, but we have a message.
What does it say?
So this caller is saying, what kind of program is this? Naisangira pakati.
And
So before we just tell that caller what this program is about, we have another caller. Oh, sorry. It cut. So Kavuyi, would you want to explain what this program is about?
okay, so good afternoon once again. Thank you for joining us. So, Voices of the City is actually a multidisciplinary space where art,
Let's take in this caller.
media.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have another call. Sorry.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello. So we're asking, before you call us, can you reduce your volume on your TV so that we don't get feedback? Sorry, I think so just remember, before you call, reduce your volume on your screen so that we don't get feedback, so that we can be able to get you clearly. So sorry Kavuyi for interrupting you, but we have another caller.
Okay.
Hello? I think we have a problem or something, but you can continue, Kavuyi.
Okay, so to answer your question, Voices of the City is a multidisciplinary space where art, media, culture are actually showcased. So we're going to have an art exhibition for where we're going to showcase all that. So this is like a promotional TV show. So it just deals with art among us, the youths, the global. So that art is actually can be videography, photography,
Sorry,
a
Kavuyi, for
stylist,
that.
and all.
We have another caller.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? You're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to? Okay, so I think that was bad reception, I guess.
Yeah.
So can we once more? You can continue.
Okay, so the show just basically deals with art. It can be dancing, storytelling, and all. So this art that's going to happen is going to be an art exhibition. So not everything has to be showcased on stage. So you can also reach out to us if you want to participate. Also, we're also looking forward to collaborations. Feel free. This is a space that's friendly, gentle, and actually very nice for each and every youth. Yeah, that's all I can say. I hope you understand now.
Yeah, we do. But with that, we have another caller. So let's just take in what this caller has. Remember, reduce your volume on your screens before you call us. Sorry, I think our caller just cut before I could get to him or her.
Yeah.
But we move into our next part of this show. Hello, you're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Matthews.
Yes, I'm speaking to who, sorry?
Matthews.
Thank you, Matthews. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Kavuyi.
Oh, so how's the weather in Kawe?
Sorry, I'm not getting you.
I'm saying, how's the weather in Kawe?
So good.
Okay. How can I help you? What questions do you have?
Okay, I'm an artist, but I don't have a support.
Oh, so thank you for your contribution. But if you are an artist, remember, just try to showcase your work out there. You will definitely get the support you need. And you can actually follow us on our page, Voice of the City, on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And you can give us the details and also apply to participate in our upcoming art exhibition.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. So that was Matthews with us. He says he's an artist, but he doesn't have the support. Just remember, just put your work out there and you definitely get the support, because you can't just be there and you expect someone to show you support. But we're here to help you showcase that art. So we have another caller. Hello, this is Voice of the City. Hello? Hello, you're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to? Pardon? So we couldn't get what the caller was saying actually. So having that, and we're receiving calls right now. So this next segment, we are taking in live calls. As we continue taking live calls, we want our community to be part and parcel of this program. So we have a caller right now. Hello? You're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to?
I'm just here to ask about the program. What is it all about?
So, as my co-host explained, this is a multidisciplinary program that will help your art to be shown out there. It's actually helping you to showcase your talent. Any type of art that you have, either fashion, design, music, photography, name it, makeup inclusive, because we consider that as art. Hello? Hello? So with that being said, we take up the next part of this show, where we continue taking in calls, and we want our audience to actually answer certain questions that people actually ask out there. These questions are: what form of art do you practice or love? So we have a caller. Let's see what they have to say about that. Hello, you're through to Voice of the City. Okay, so we just hello, you're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Enoch from Choma.
Oh, Enoch, it's nice talking to you. How can we help you today?
From Choma. Madam, as from Choma, we need some support of madam. In Choma, they don't showcase their talent like Power TV, some TV. From since in Choma, they don't.
Hello. I was kindly asking if you can reduce your volume on your screen so that we can be able to get you.
All right. In Choma here.
Yes.
I've never watched any artist from Choma, so you don't show some support here, like taking up some songs for young artists. See, you get it? So
Yes.
you don't show some support here. Yes. So you need like some songs for yes.
Okay. I think to answer your question, since you're saying we don't show support, I think this is your time to shine by participating in this art exhibition and actually registering to participate, because we're going to have a lot of people there. So this is your time to shine so that they're able to see that you have the talent and you are capable of doing it. Remember, have confidence.
Yes. Just as my colleague said, let's move into the next part. Like I said previously, now callers, you can actually SMS us answering these questions, because previously we asked some people, and this is what they had to say about this question: what art form do you practice or love? One of someone answered by the name of Nathan, who said, I write poetry inspired by the city sounds and street life. So remember, just you can express any type of art in that way. So if it's your passion, if that's how you communicate and relax yourself, then do it. Don't be afraid. So our next question, so we have a caller, let's just answer that. Hello, you're through to Voice of the City. Who am I speaking to? So while we're taking in calls, we read out the comments that we received with that answer. So another person said, I photograph street style and everyday moments. Like, remember to capture those moments. Remember to take pictures of sunsets, anything you find aesthetics. Like, everything is aesthetic these days. Like, guys, yeah. So also we want to, another person said, I dance to express what words cannot capture. This is actually a very good form of expressing your art. I feel like dancing is also a form of exercising, So yeah, just remember to express your art. So with that being said, I want to say every voice adds texture in living art exhibitions. So remember to be part of our art exhibition, to express your art in any form, either dancing, drawing, poetry, photography, mention it, makeup, being a hairstylist, that's art. Cooking, yeah, cooking too. So we take a break, a very short break. Stay tuned to our last segment of the show. Welcome back, and this is our last segment of the show. So remember, we're not taking in calls anymore because, of course, it's our last segment of the show. Thank you for everyone who participated, but remember that whenever you want to call us, we take in serious calls, serious questions as well concerning the art exhibition. If you want to take part and if you want to perform, yeah, you can just call us if you have questions concerning that. So with that being said, this is as we close, we just want you as our audience to reflect on something. Like, yeah, you just need to reflect on something. This is my reflection question that I have for you. So as viewers, how are you listening to your voice, and who are you making space for? So that's my reflection question. You can answer that. You can feel free to comment that, because we're not taking in calls anymore. Yes.
Okay, so Voices of the City is an open, evolving platform. So we are open to all collaborations, thinkers, talented people, and all communities. So feel free to call in, ask relevant questions. You are free to ask us questions on how you can apply and how you can participate. Yeah.
So with that being said, if you're an organization that values creativity, youth engagement, and cultural impact, we invite you to partner with us. We continue shaping conversations that matter. So with that being said, applications are open on our website. You can go to our Snatched website, Snatched with an X, not Snatched with A, but with an X.
Emphasis on that.
Yeah, and if you didn't get that, you can feel free to go to our social media platform, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you find those simple 3 steps that you need to follow to be part and parcel of Voice of the City community. So with that being said,
thank you for engaging and calling through and being serious and actually curious. I mean, yeah, thank you.
This has been Voice of the City. Thank you. Continue watching us on DSTV, GoTV, Topstar, or at KBN. On KBN. Thank you very much. Continue watching. See you next one.
Bye.